Hi, my name is Jhovana Cervantes. I am your North Central Territory Manager. I am here in Chicago O'Hare Airport, and we're currently at their Operations Control Center. Now, I began working alongside Jennifer Mitchell back in the end of 2024 with a discussion of possibly remodeling their outdated center. And after reviewing a couple drawings, we came up with what we've recently installed at the end of 2025. So we're going to go ahead and take a tour and discuss how fire airport, police airport, access control, security, and supervisors all settle into this area. We are in the police pod, so we ended up with a dual surface workstation that really optimized what equipment they needed. 8 or 9 monitors with a touch screen, plus a lot of computers. This setup really worked well with the design of the room, which is a big rectangle, and just the largeness of the control center that we needed, such as the workstation, the area space we needed to work, storage area. So this seemed to fit really well with their flow of their operations. So now we're on the security access and camera control pod. This is where we kind of oversee all the security cameras throughout the airport and also any of the badging that is allowed access to high security areas. As we were working through the drawings and how many pods we needed per each component, such as fire, police, security, and access, we were trying to decide how many workstations were really needed within the flow, and this really seemed to fit well with the layout. Come back again, the dual surface, notice that everybody is using the height adjustable, everybody's a different height, so it really allows them to adjust and make it feel a little bit more comfortable. And we're finally here at the fire station pod, so we have about 3 of those pods right here that come to alertness of any fire emergency, anything that is related to that sense. As you can tell, again, everybody's using their workstation at a different height, which really allows them to be a little bit more comfortable with such a high-stake job. We're back at the 2 supervisor workstations. Now, these supervisor workstations were very important because it has every piece of equipment that all the other pods have. So if any station were to go out, anything were to happen, they're training someone, this would be a really great station to come back and kind of really utilize it to its full potential, of which any other pod can. When we were designing this is very important. They have a lot more screens, different radio outputs, inputs, and Megan Donardi, our designer on this project, really did a great job kind of implementing everything that we needed. The space layout, again, we didn't want it to be super crammed, but we wanted to make sure that there was a great flow throughout the whole center. There is an office right door by me, also another supervisor office. But this allows us to really open up the space and have a little bit more walkthroughs with extra storage. When we were doing the installation, obviously there's always a little bit of hiccups here and there, but it flowed really well. I think that the guys did an amazing job, especially with trying to do a live operations cutover, which means that we had certain workstations from the previous build up and working while we were taking down and adding the new workstations that Xybix placed. So overall, I think this turned out to be a really great project, a fun project to work on, and I think everybody came to a resolution that it was a successful project. I'm happy to see everybody really taking an advantage over the dual surface workstations that were something that really caught their eye, as well as the access components, the lighting, the heater, the fans. That all really comes to play into the comfortability of the end user or the operator. Now that you've kind of seen the whole tour of the room and the layout of the police, fire, security access, access control, and all the supervisors, I'm going to go ahead and show you the dual surface that they selected and what kind of equipment is on it. We ended up selecting a dual surface because of the adjustability and the overall comfortableness that this brings to the operators. As you noticed throughout our tour, everybody was either in a seated position, standing position. It really allowed them to adjust their monitor surface compared to their keyboard surface. As you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and raise my monitor surface just a tad bit right here. I can also adjust my keyboard surface to be a little bit higher. So again, the adjustability between these two surfaces really appeal to our end users because, again, the many monitors they have, the long hours they work, it really does help when you're in such high stake position, such as an operations center. The next thing I want to show you guys is the RollerVision, which is a focal depth adjuster to your monitor screens. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this knob. I'm going to push my monitors back. I can adjust, or I can pull forward. This is very important to have, especially when you're in a 8 to 12 hour shift. It really helps your eyes to recover from just staring at a lot of monitors. Also lessens the strain of your eyesight. As you can see, they opted in for the climate control with the heaters. Now the heaters allow us to move them down towards our toes if you get cold during the winter, or turn them back up towards your palms if your fingers get cold. This really allows for operation centers to allow the end users to be a little bit more comfortable with everyone's temperature being just a little different. As you can see right here, we have the fan. So you can adjust the fan vent up, down, towards the center. Again, just like the heaters, this allows you to have a little bit more cooling in your set space versus just waiting for the overall room AC to help you out with cooling yourself. This right here is our under work surface shelf. This allows us to have a little bit more storage space within our work surface area, and also has our power outlets. So we have a USB-C, USB, and AC power. Again, this is going to be all power driven, not data driven. I also want to introduce Access Climate Control System. This is going to be our application that they opted to use. This allows us to control our heater, our fan, as well as all the lighting that we see here, right? So we have our task lights, which I can go ahead and manipulate by turning off, turning back on. We have our bias light, which I can change color. I changed it to that blue. We're going to go back to that red, okay? You can see our arc light right now, it's clear. Now it's orange. Last but not least, we also have our foot lighting right here. It's a nice, beautiful teal. Let's change it to pink. Once you have your workstation and the access controls on your workstation, we're gonna go ahead and be able to manipulate, again, adjusting your task brightness, turning off, turning back on, changing the color of your foot lighting, changing your arc lighting, changing that bias lighting as well. We also have your monitor and keyboard height adjustable. So I can go ahead and actually adjust and bring down that monitor height, surface down, and I can go ahead and adjust that keyboard surface up. Here's where we can control the fan, turn it back on, adjust the speed, as well as turn our heater off and turn it back on. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate taking the time to go through this tour with me here at Chicago O'Hare Operations Control Center. We really enjoyed working on this project and delivering the installed product. Now that the end users have the opportunity to use it, really delve into their comfortability. The reason that they've chose this was more than just the furniture. Goes from the starting process all the way through the end process. If you have any questions on what that process looks like or any projects that you have upcoming, I am happy to be a resource for you. I'm always here, happy to help.